Hey everyone, how you all doing? I hope you're well. Please do like, comment, subscribe and share. I was going to come yesterday and do a lonely Christmas dinner and show you me making it. And it was not a real Christmas dinner because it's just roast chicken really, because I didn't bother getting turkey because it's only me. And also my oven's broken and I've only got a halogen oven. So I'm going to be the first time I've cooked a roast in it anyway. And hopefully, I'm hoping that you might learn something as well. It could go terribly wrong or it could go really well. So yeah, if you want to see what it's like to cook a roast dinner in a halogen oven, I've done a couple of little cheats that I wouldn't normally have done if my oven was working. I've got this, my whole oven's completely gone, so I've got this little like hob at the moment, electric hob, and my halogen oven is all I've got at the moment to use. So we're going to improvise. And I will be using some things that are pre-made and processed. Don't really like using processed foods really, but needs must. So, first of all, I am going to wash my hands and get my chicken. And before I get the chicken out of the fridge, actually, I'm going to put the tin foil and everything inside of there. So let me go and wash my hands and I'll be right back. Pause for 20 seconds. Keep your hands clean. Yeah, so first of all, I'm going to prep the halogen oven I'm going to be doing the chicken and the roast potatoes and the roast parsnips and everything on the bottom of it. But the chicken must go in first. I'm thinking I'm going to put it in there first on quite a low heat for a bit of a longer time. Let me get this in first. Put this into the bottom. I don't think it has to be like perfect. It just needs to be sat in there like so. I might put some water in underneath it as well, actually, just a little bit of water underneath so that it doesn't go too dry. That's it, just a little bit of water underneath. And then, basically, I'm going to get my chicken, which has been marinated. I brought it already marinated. It's been in there for a couple of days as well, so it should have lots of flavour. It's a peri chicken. It was all that I could get from the shop. Like I say, I wasn't going to get a turkey for just me. So, I don't want to put the chicken on top of my chopping board that I'm going to be using for the vegetables. When I'm at work, I use colour coordinated chopping boards. At home, I kind of know already what my boards are that I use for what. But if I'm going to be doing more of these videos, I've ordered some things that go over the top of the chopping board that are different colours, so you can chop with the colour coordination. So yeah, usually it's be a red chopping board. Shows just how bored we are, doesn't it, if we're filming ourselves cooking. It could all go terribly wrong. The worst that can happen is that I could have food poisoning from it. It'll be fine. Can you get in your bed, Marshall, please? That's my dog. So let's cut into the bag. It's just a little chicken. There we go. No. So I'm going to put the chicken in the halogen oven here. There we go. Let me wash my hands again. well. So so that's that bit done. We can put that in the bin. Okay, so now then I am going to put the halogen on. I'm going to put a little bit of oil, a little bit of olive oil in as well. Just around and on it. There you go. I want to get it on the tin foil as well, because when the potatoes and everything go in later on, I want it all ready for them. So then I'm going to put this on a lower heat than what I would normally. So I'm going to have it at about 150, because I've found that with the halogen oven, it seems to cook the outside really, really quickly. Can you go and get in your bed, please, Marshall? With the halogen oven, it just seems to cook too quickly on the outside if you have it up too high. 45 minutes to an hour and see how it's going at 150. And then I'll be adding all the other bits and pieces in bit later on, and then while that is on, so that's on for 45 minutes, while that's on, I am going to get some leeks and make some leek and cheese sauce. I'm going to put this in here because that's had chicken on it. It's ready to be washed. It's a little very little chopping board for such big leeks, this one. Let me get that. That there. Just washing the knife. Wash the knife that the chicken was used with. Okay, so yeah, so you get your leeks, top and tail them. There we go. These can go in here, rubbish. You can switch your water on that you're going to boil your leeks in up on full until it gets to boiling. Try not to do that. It's because it's such a small chopping board. I'll have to get more. So then you put your leeks in your water. I'm going to do a couple of leeks. You can always freeze it as well if you've got left over, which there will be. Not made up. I don't wear makeup when I'm cooking, only when I'm performing or if I'm going out somewhere, but I'm at home chilling. So it's just me, just little old me, my bad hair, which I've tied up in the bun as best as I can. Obviously you don't want to get hair in your food. So that's that done for them. Get them up to boiling, and then while they're done, I'm going to top and tail them. Then you get yourself a knife, a smaller knife, or a peeler if you've got a peeler. I don't have my peeler anymore. And then you just peel the skin off. Don't mind if it goes everywhere, we'll pick it up in a minute. I love parsnips. Obviously you do the same with the potatoes if you're making roast potatoes, but I've got frozen ones just because it's just me on my own, and I just want to see if I can fit everything into the halogen oven. You're supposed to be able to cook a full roast on it, so let's see. Oh, let's turn that down. It's starting to boil a little bit. Also, you can put a little bit of salt in with them. I used to want to be a chef a long time ago. Don't know how good this will turn out. Really badly, probably, because I went to Westminster College to do the professional chef's diploma, and I stayed for about 6 months, and then I fell into nightclubs and started working at GAY and just hanging around all the gay bars. And yeah, I just didn't bother going to finish my course. So, but can't say that it was a bad move, because if Clubland kept me going for years, and I got out of being homeless and got myself to where I am today, doing all the enjoyable things that I'm doing now. So that's quite good, isn't it, really, I guess. Very, very lucky. Hope you all had a good Christmas. Yeah, how was your Christmas? What was you all doing? Let me know in the comments below. Also, have you ever cooked with a halogen oven? Have you got any tips? Because that would come in really handy for me. Also, is there anything else you'd like me to see me cook? Could be a struggle. Let me know in the comments below. These are a bit too... I can't believe I only got these like literally like 2 or 3 days ago, and they're already a little bit on the outside. They're a bit wrinkly, but they will be okay. Smell lovely. Okay, so then just cut it in half. Cut it in half again. I'm going to cut them quite small, because if I'm not going to, normally I would boil them. If it was the potatoes, I would boil them in with the potatoes and then parboil them. But I'm not going to today, so I'm going to just cut them in half and cut them in half again. So they're quite thin, so they should cook quite easily. Also, that where they're a little bit rubbery, I don't think they'll need to to be boiled. Are you all looking forward to the new year? What are you up to? What have you got planned? I know it's a bit difficult to make any plans really at the moment, isn't it? With the whole COVID-19 situation. Let's hope that soon they'll have the vaccine. But they've got the vaccine, but let's hope it'll work with all these new strains that are coming out. And hopefully we'll see our friends again. Yeah, I was glad to have gotten out of Clubland. I love working in Clubland, but it's just the hours are really unsociable after a while, and it's all right when you're doing it. I mean, it's a very sociable job if you like to get drunk every night, which I have not drunk for 2 years now. I'm very pleased. Got through another Christmas. Don't forget, you can check out my non-alcoholic cocktails that I'm making. There's a couple up at the moment. I'm going to be making some more in the next week or so as well for you. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out all the other bits and pieces that I've got going on. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone, as always. Right, so the Brussels sprouts, we can top and tail and wash these. I'm just going to have just have a handful of sprouts, really. Because it's only me. Okay, so I'm going to cut these up. Right, Okay, so we can put the sprouts in the bowl when they're done. So, the ones that I've done. One. Do the sprouts. Now, I don't know why, but my nan used to put a cross in the bottom of them with the knife. I think it helps the water get in and cook them better. I don't know. I have no idea why she used to do that, but she did. What did you have for Christmas dinner as well yesterday? My lovely next door neighbour brought me a big roast beef and some lovely roast potatoes and some vegetables and things. It was really, really nice. Yeah, it was really delicious actually. And then get rid of any of the bits that are a bit and then you just do that. Right, so that's those done, and then put the knife there. Then we're going to put these bits in here. Got a stray one. Right, okay, put it into here. In fact, I'm just going to chop this up, because then what I can do is freeze it. Save wasting it, because I don't think it'll have much longer left in the fridge before I'll use it again. So let's just freeze it as it is, and then we can use it in future. It's all about not wasting anything, isn't it? I wonder if you could have leeks in a smoothie as well, and if so, I don't know, it would give it a bit of an oniony taste, wouldn't it? But you never know. I mean, it could be quite nice. Let's put these in a sandwich bag. Don't forget that in January I am starting a fitness regime. My next thing is to get healthy this year and to lose some weight. Because I've gotten healthy with the not drinking and no smoking over the years, and now it's time to actually concentrate on my diet a bit more. And New Year, isn't it? New Year's resolution and everything. But I think I'm going to film it all, and then you can join in and you can help me by watching. And the fact that I know that I've said that I'm putting it up on YouTube, and it's got to go up there then, hasn't it, every day? So I'll film myself every morning doing that. Oh, it's smelling really nice, that chicken, but I'm a bit worried it may be cooking still too quickly. Let me put it down still to 125, because of yeah, it does cook very quickly, these halogen ovens. So let me put this in the freezer. And then bin. And then all of the rubbishy bits that we've got, they will be going into, I've got a worm bin in my garden, which is mostly for dog poo, which is vile. So it gives them something a bit nicer to eat. That'll go in there. So I'm going to wash these now. I'm going to wash these. been washed. Put these ones back in the fridge, possibly in the freezer later, but I will do that later on. So that's those done. Can go in there. What else is there to do? So now we've got these are boiling up nicely, so we'll get them go up a little bit more. Very, very lovely. I love leeks and cheese sauce, but I am going to cheat with the cheese sauce today. I'm going to just use Bisto cheese sauce. Bit of a cheater today. And then I'm going to get this jug, this plastic battered jug. And it says 4 heaped teaspoons. Tablespoons. Is it tablespoons or teaspoons? There we go. It's very easy to make. But 4 heaped dessert spoons. So I'm guessing that's these. I'm just going to give it 3 because, or 2, because that serves. How many does that serve? That serves 4 to 6 people. So I don't need that much. Just going to put 2 and gauge it by eye. Okay, turn that down as it's boiling up a bit much now. Chicken smells lovely. I hope that it shrinks a little bit as it cooks because I want to be able to fit the rack on without it wobbling too much. It might wobble, but I think it should. Fingers crossed, everything should fit in as planned. Okay, I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to come back to that later on, actually. So I'm just going to wait for this to cook. I'm going to come back to you all in in about 40 minutes, and I'll let you know all what's going on. Keep an eye on your leeks as well, just to make sure, and then once they're done I'll switch this off. I've just switched it off because they'll be done by the time that's cooled down a bit, and then I'll show you how to make the leek sauce once I've put everything else in. See you in a bit. So that's been on for 40 minutes. It's been on for. Coming back to do the second half of what I need to do now. So just be very, very careful because these do get really hot, obviously. Take the lid off and then you... Right, I'm going to wash my hands again. And then I'm just going to take the spoon, being very careful not to burn myself too much. Trying to get some of this juices is very difficult to get them. Let's see. There we go. Just to put over the top of it. It's got lovely peri stuff, flavourings and all that jazz. Might be better to do it with this hand, this way round. Here we go. There we go, that's better for me because I am right-handed. It's easier. Just try and... Hi there everyone, so my video cut out halfway through and I didn't realise for a little while. There is more video to come, so do stay tuned. But at this point I had put the parsnips and frozen potatoes around the chicken, and then I'd added a metal rack with a bowl of water and frozen vegetables in it with the Brussels sprouts. I put the lid back on and then I turned the timer up to around 30 minutes and I put it in for 125 degrees, and then I just added the cheese sauce to the leeks which I drained. Coming back with the video now for you. Okay, so I think that's had enough in time now. It should be ready. So I'm going to take this lid off. Now it's going to be very, 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 very hot. Very hot indeed. This here is my links and cheese sauce. Then here is the vegetables, so you want to be really careful because it's very hot. There's my vegetables, which have all been cooked. Now I'm hoping that the chicken's going to be done. Get the meat board. This has been washed. It's cooked meat, I know, and I shouldn't use it. But I've turned it over onto the other side. I'm looking forward to getting these new things that I've just ordered, actually, that have got all the different colours on them. And you just use them on one board, but you just use the different topping for it. Then we need to get the tongs. I think these are for doing that with, so you don't burn yourself. And then I'm going to get a knife, a fork even, to dip into the chicken. There's a lot of juices coming out of that that look clear, but we're going to go right in and find out in a moment. But they should be. Potatoes don't look very well done. Considering it says they take half an hour, and let's put that, wipe that up, and let's have a look. We may need to put them in for longer. So you go in there by the bone, and then right at the bone. It looks clear, the juices are running clear. Let's check the other side. Juices are clear, I think it's cooked. So the chicken is done for sure. Yeah, the juices are clear. I don't know if you can see. I'll try and show you. But the juice runs out clear, no blood. That's what you're looking for, to make sure you don't get food poisoning. So I'm going to put this knife in to be washed. Let's get a bit of a better knife for carving it with. I've not got the best carving tools in the world. That's a bread knife. That'll do. So let's get a plate, would help as well, wouldn't it? Myself some chicken breast. I'm not the best at this. There you go. Peri chicken. I love the taste of peri sauce and things. Also, don't forget to put your kettle on. For your gravy. Have a bit of a leg as well. Bit of leg, some of the skin. It looks delicious. Well, at least it's cooked anyway. That's the main thing. That is the main thing, it's cooked. Yeah, then I'm going to get some... It is possible to cook yourself a roast dinner, you see, in a halogen oven. I'm just going to get a spoon and just get these out and try and drain the water out as much as possible. I need to get one of those spoons that has holes in them. But I will get more bits and bobs for the kitchen if I'm going to start doing more of this sort of thing. I mean, I don't know how appetising it is going to be. I'm not the best cook in the world. It's just a bit of fun. But at least it's cooked. I'm not going to get food poisoning. That is the main thing. I am very hungry after cooking this. Oh, and while they're cooking the rest of the vegetables, I'm going to also put the rack back in. Let me put the rack back in because these don't take very long to cook at all, and I don't want to forget them. Yorkshire puddings, ready-made. Just if I had a proper oven, I would cook my own because I'm quite good at making batter that rises. So yeah, so there's my vegetables, some leeks and cheese sauce, some leeks and cheese sauce, which doesn't look too bad considering it's processed. It looks very creamy and delicious actually. There we go. Some leeks, yummy. I've listed all the ingredients below as well that I've used. So yeah, please do make sure to like, comment, subscribe and share. Tastes good. Just made in the tin, isn't it? But when you've got limited resources like these, because your oven broke, you have to make what's easy, I guess. It's going to be quite difficult to well, no, it shouldn't be too difficult to get onto a proper sort of diet with this, because you can steam things. So you can do like steamed vegetables and steamed chicken and steamed stuff as well, so that's quite good. This chicken will go in a plate, on a plate, because otherwise the dog will get it because he's sniffing around. Go and get in your bed. Let's put the rest of the chicken on the plate here. We can put that bit on my plate. And we can get rid of the board. Washing up. Yummy. Okay, let's put the board over to be washed up. Kettle on. Now I'm going to mix the gravy. So I've just quickly rinsed the jug that I used for the making of the sauce. Then I need to get the gravy. This is Bisto again, or any other brand gravy. Just putting enough for me. It's only me eating. Well, me and the dog will get some as well, of course. Probably get the rest of that chicken that's there and the rest of the vegetables and anything that he can get away with eating, he will have, because he's my baby. He can have whatever he wants, so long as it's not going to kill him. Which means no avocados. Dogs, did you know that dogs are allergic to avocados and grapes? And obviously raisins, because they're grapes. So yeah, learn something new every day. I've known that since I've had dogs really, but yeah, I didn't know it before I did. Oh, I'm putting this on before. That's ready now. I think that'll be, they'll have to do as they are. I'm sure it's all cooked, it just doesn't look very crispy. That's what I'm looking for right in front of me. So yeah, so there's my Yorkshire puddings, which are already done. Quick time. So take that off, put that into the sink because it's very hot. I'm going to move this out of the way. Move this over to here for now. I mean, they feel nice, but they just don't look, they feel crispy, they just don't look it. So there we go, and there is my Boxing Day roast. There we go. Goes in there. Goes on there. It's really bad. I want to put a little bit more salt on because I didn't have the salt on the top of those. Didn't come out. It doesn't come out very fast. It looks like I'm putting a lot on, but I'm not. There we go. And then we can put this gravy over the top. Shame I didn't have any stuffing. There's plenty of time for that though. So yes, there is my roast dinner for Christmas / Boxing Day, done in my halogen oven. So if you want to cook a roast dinner with a halogen oven, it's not as it's not the best. It's not like it is in a normal oven, but it is possible. You can do it. And I've just done it. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like, comment, subscribe and share, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks very much. Bye.